Hey, this is Tony Obert from Gallivanting Inc. I go under several other names online, like Roman One Day, but with me is my friends Chris Tootin and Eric Thomas.
Hi! It's not how you say my name. Hi. I'm Christopher J. Teuton from Filthy and Free Publishing. What is Gallivanting Inc.? I've never heard of that before now.
That is just sort of my general publishing, tabletop publishing company thing.
Okay.
So I make modules and hacks and for other tabletop games.
Good.
What is Filthy and Free Publishing?
It's the same exact thing, but for better stuff.
Fair. And Eric, what do you do?
I'm Forever Vigilant Bastard of video gamery, webcomicery, and meme makery. Thanks.
Yawn
Thanks
because the title was too long.
You can't make it through my name. Just Ever Vigilant Bastard is fine, or just Bastard. You know, Mr. Bastard.
Well,
you're never gonna get the kids onto your channel, are you? With a name like that?
I don't think so.
You're the quick and snappy.
Parents are going to be like, what are you listening to? Oh, I'm listening to the Bastard, Mama. Because that's how kids sound.
That's how they sound.
Yeah.
With their memes and YouTubes.
So what are we doing today?
We are playing Diceless Dungeons. We're doing a minor modification of it. It's Diceless Dungeons by
way of Gallivanting Inc.
Right. But the publisher is Whole House Rules. Excellent company. Made a few other games like Pits and Perils. But yeah, so we're doing a modification of that. This particular session is going to be more sci-fi based.
That's right.
This one's called Dinosaurs on the Moon.
We're really pleased with that title, I think.
We really are.
We worked really hard, Eric
exactly
and I,
what we wanted.
Coming up with that.
So Chris and Eric, introduce your characters. And just give like a quick blurb about them. Like, what are they all about?
Why don't you go on ahead?
Well, my name's Andy Granola. Really muscular, healthy cat. I'm the kind of guy you'd see in a granola bar commercial, which is where his name comes from. He's a hiker. He's a hiker type. You know, got a backpack and a canteen and a husky named Buzz, because we're on the moon. You see?
Oh, like Lightyear.
Not like Aldrin.
Ah. My guy's name is Richard. He's cunning.
Richard what? Richard Cunning.
It's not in your business to know his last name. And you don't need to know really anything else about him, I don't think. Right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a mysterious
figure.
Is he gonna help me in tight jams against powerful enemies? Kill them in one shot? Like a stranger would?
Why do you want to kill anything? We're just here to see dinosaurs.
No, I mean, just in case we're in a tight spot.
I don't plan on being in any of your tight spots.
Richard Cunning, ladies and gentlemen.
So, I'll be doing the role of the DM. Yeah, so, set up this quick story for y'all. So, on the moon, Earth's moon, thousands of years in the future, we've basically terraformed it, where, we actually have jungles and steaming jungles on the
steaming jungles on the moon.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Love it.
We did it.
Covered in
Heroes.
dinosaurs. Oddly enough, the moon might be a sort of Jurassic Park deal. Maybe it's a theme park at this point. But regardless, the moon is green and terrifying. And periodically people go up there to, I don't know, either colonize or either they'll go up there to like colonize or just adventure. Who knows? This is the fucking moon. But yeah, so.
Do we know who put the dinosaurs on the moon? Was it a company?
This was years ago, and as far as anyone's concerned,
So we're thousands and thousands of years into the future. Dinosaurs have been on the moon for just like as long as we can remember.
Yeah.
And we're just on an expedition or?
I was actually thinking maybe letting y'all determine that. Eric, why are y'all on the moon?
Oh, we're on the moon for training. We're training to work in the park.
All right. What is the name of the company that you're working for?
Me?
Yeah.
The name of the company we're working for is Expo Lego.
Expo Lego.
Expo Lego.
Expo Lego. I like it.
They're in the name of, you know, very evil companies all over the world. They don't sound that evil, but
They sound fun.
subvertly, you know, they're doing stuff you don't want to hear about.
Bum, bum, bum.
Like, because apparently the moon's hollow and it's a fucking artificial satellite.
The moon's hollow.
Is that what Richard Cunning does? He takes care of all the shady
You don't
business?
need. That's not my last name. Number one. It's just how I like to introduce myself to people.
That is how Andy Granola is going to refer to you. Richard Cunning. This
All
is my
right.
associate, Richard Cunning.
So y'all
I'm not with him.
So y'all are going onto the moon for training purposes to work at the park.
Richard's going to work at the churro stand.
I'm not working at the churro stand. I'm the head of security.
I got it out of you.
Unfortunately, you have to go through a rather arduous training process. Being able to survive on, like, in the park, unguided, for, like, you know, several days. Basically, they'll just drop you off, like, within, like, the park's, like,
Like a park ranger.
Now, do we have to do this by ourselves, or are we going to be in some sort of group? Because I would really prefer to do this by myself.
No, you're definitely by yourselves. Like,
Oh,
like,
well,
y'all are the
okay.
newest.
The
Alright,
buddy
well, that's
system
better.
is the best
Well,
way.
well, no. The
The
two of
buddy
you,
system. I don't think we need the
the two
buddy
of you,
system.
the two of you are together, obviously. But it's like, but it's not like a group of y'all.
Are we tethered?
No.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Only
I
by
wouldn't
the-
want to be tethered to
Only
a
by
man.
the bonds of friendship are you tethered.
I never agreed to that.
the bonds of work friends.
Workplaces.
The loose but tight bonds.
I'm uncomfortable.
Confining, but not too confining because then HR would have to get involved.
Yeah.
I raise my dart gun and point at Andy Granola, and I say, "Watch yourself."
Chill, bro.
I do indeed chill.
Andy G's on your side. He raises his dart gun again.
I fight the urge to pull the trigger,
So,
but the adventure's only just begun.
so we'll start off. Y'all were, you know, dropped off by the what's the name of the company again?
Expo Lego.
Expo Lego.
Let me write that down.
You don't need to. Just look at that Lego and look at that Expo marker. You'll figure it out.
So
We're gonna get sued twice.
you've been dropped off, you know, within a few days hiking of the Expo Lego's sort of like corporate park region
Facility.
Yeah, facility. They so yeah.
The
Y'all-
Expo Lego Archipelago.
Is it on an archipelago?
It could be.
Or is it on a peninsula?
Could be both.
It can't be really, though. Because archipelagos.
Yeah.
The peninsula is touching land.
It could be like an archipelago attached.
Well, what is it? You tell us. You're the DM or GM. What's the term in this one?
CEO.
FM.
I'm the CEO.
You're the FM.
I'm the CEO.
You're the fun master. I came up with a new one. It's FM. That's what we're going to use from now on in all future talkings.
I actually can like.
Fun
Right?
Master?
Fun Master.
I'm into that.
Yeah. Now on.
Moving on.
But yeah, so y'all have to find your way to the
Expo Lego facility.
Yeah, to the Expo Lego facility.
And it's just us.
just the two of you.
Fuck.
Fantastic.
Like, so yeah, you get dropped off. The transport just flies right off. You obviously know what direction you have to go because they're not cruel by the least. Like, you might get eaten by a
Did they
dinosaur.
leave us a map?
Yeah,
Ah, cool.
but like, no, they're
Total dicks.
They're yeah, like again,
What's
they're-
that way? Let's just go that way.
It's more. You need to hopefully not get eaten by a thing.
They're things.
That's the big thing.
I didn't think about the
Remember, there's
things.
dinosaurs.
Of course,
Yeah,
it's
the
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs.
This is what we wanted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of dinosaurs.
It's totally why I decided to be the head of security for a theme park is because I wanted to fight dinosaurs.
You might have to, and this is the training for the fight.
I'm supposed to fight moon terrorists from Jupiter. We don't want those jupes coming around here.
Hey, now that's
Jupes.
a little. My mother was from Europa. That's a little racist, friend. I have to back you up on that. You just pull that lunar rover over.
Listen, I think it was a really bad idea for you to bring your dog here. Your dog is going to get eaten by a dinosaur.
This dog is a trusted companion and genetically engineered.
I'm going to kick it in front of the first T-Rex I see and run.
Don't you do it.
I'll do it.
Don't you do it.
I'll do it right now.
Andy Granola's going to lose his cool.
What are you going to do?
Buzz is
What are you going to do? You going to snap open a Nature's Valley? Put a little peanut butter and chocolate on me?
That sounds delicious, but not on you. I mean, if I do put peanut butter on you, Buzz might not be able to help himself.
Well, he and I can become friends later.
You just said you would kick him in front of a T-Rex.
I don't know what you want me to say.
I don't know what you want in this relationship.
I could murder anything that I loved.
Well, let's keep walking and see if we find things to murder.
Or love. We hold hands and whistle as we traipse along the trail.
So y'all head southbound for the facility. So one of the first things that, after several hours, the first things you kind of notice with all of this, you're well within several days from the facility, so you probably need to start a camp of some sort. I don't know, some sort of makeshift.
Like a lean-to.
Yeah, like a lean-to or a shelter of some sort.
Yeah.
Or maybe
out of sticks and big-ass banana leaves.
Do you have did you bring anything that would help us make a shelter?
Machete.
A machete? Oh, that's no normal machete.
That's a lunar machete.
Tony, tell us what the lunar machete looks like.
Lunar machete, basically think of it, take your typical design for a machete, but give it a more crescent shape.
Uh-huh.
Like a scimitar.
Kind of, yeah. Just in case you have to.
It doesn't glow blue neon or anything?
I mean, the handle is blue.
It's just a normal machete.
He bought it.
It's just a curved machete.
It's on the moon. It's a lunar machete.
It's just a curved machete. No.
He bought it from the gift shop at the facility.
Well, you were overcharged.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, we get a discount. 30%.
We do?
Yeah.
I mean,
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. When we get back, let me go get some of the gum pieces.
Oh, yeah. The elevation's really high.
They have the flavored gum for the Stegosauruses.
Oh, the Stego gum.
Yeah, they have one flavored for every single different one of his back fins.
Ooh.
Yeah. I heard number 34M is really good.
Yeah, the back plates are always the best.
Well, actually, it's not important.
Anyway.
So cut down some of these trees then, and I'll use my my dart gun to pick my teeth.
Grub.
No, pick my teeth. I said.
Okay.
So you use your.
I start macheteing branches and cutting off big leaves, vines, whatever I could find.
I found a really nice big tree that is kind of leaning but not too far, so it has kind of a lounge chair aspect to it, and I just kind of get up on it and do like this, but with one hand I pull a dart out of my dart gun and just start picking my teeth with it.
They're not poisonous, are they?
Not this one, no. A few of them in the dart gun are, but this one right here is filled with something other than poison.
Since this is it's a dense jungle, so it's almost impossible not to find something you can lean on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're chopping away because you got the trailblazer skill. This is kind of your jam.
Yeah.
And you're mighty, so you're doing some of the bigger ones too. You're just chop like that. So yeah, within a pretty respectable amount of time, you have yourselves a pretty nice shelter, eh?
Great. Can I make a point here?
Yeah.
While he's coming up to he's chopping down the trees, and I see him doing that, and I notice something sticking out of his back pocket. It's a first aid kit. It looks real nice. It's real bright and white and red, contrasting with the green of the jungle.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so I saw it, and I took it. I walked over to him and I patted him on the back while he was chopping on that tree, and I said, "You're doing a great fucking job, man.
Thanks, man.
This is the best." And as a cunning pickpocketed jailer, I wiled him and whispered sweet nothings into his ear.
I noticed him cupping my buttocks, but I did not know of the ulterior motive.
I thought maybe after this adventure we could become more than friends, but for now I will definitely take this. As I lifted the first aid kit from his firm cheeks.
So I guess you can update your sheets accordingly.
Well, all right then.
Yeah.
First aid kit is gone.
Baba-boosh!
So
That's how you roleplay, son.
So both of you take one excessive stress just off the bat because it takes a bit to spin it through. But yeah, so nightfall eventually comes, and
Excuse me, I'm gonna cough and try to make it not sound like I'm opening a beer. Excuse me.
But yeah, so nighttime comes upon, and it suddenly becomes like a lot louder.
What becomes a lot louder?
Just like the general,
The bugs?
just the general like environment. Like yeah, there's bugs. There's smaller dinosaurs all like yipping and crap like that.
Just general jungle rustling.
Yeah, jungle rustling. Quite large bugs, especially. And again, dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So
Are there any like T-Rexes roaring in the distance, or is it more like a brontosaurus that's just kind of like baying after it ate a good meal?
You can hear more baying than anything. Tyrannosaurus is like maybe y'all are lucky. There's not one nearby, or maybe he's just being really quiet.
Okay, well that's good.
So who knows? But so it doesn't really matter who does what.
Now, in this game, there's no sort of like I want to do a spot check for type deals.
You got it or you don't.
I would sure like to look around to see if there are any velociraptors watching us.
Well, luckily you do have cunning. Cunning applies to having really good perception, and you kind of climb up on one of the trees, look around a bit. In fact, tell me, do you find any velociraptors?
I see one pack, but they're off in the distance real far, and they don't seem to be bothering us. And there's 4 of them, and they're all kind of huddled over something that looks like they might be eating.
Okay. So you keep an eye on them for several hours overnight. You have like a pair of binoculars on you. It may be nighttime, but luckily Earth is gigantic in the gigantic within view.
Yeah, still cast a good shadow, or not shadow, but reflection of light from the sun.
So yeah, like
as the moon does to us, but to a much larger extent. Yes.
Right. So yeah, you can still see them fairly well. And he's taking a little bit of a break since he set up the lean-to. I'll be switching later. And suddenly, several hours. Several hours.
Suddenly, after several hours of nothing, immediately something happens.
So after a little while, the velociraptors were done with their meal.
Mm.
They suddenly kind of like perk up a bit. They heard something. You kind of hear in the distance like a thum, thum, thum. And the velociraptors kind of run off towards the west. To the east, you can see one of the very large brontosauruses kind of lumbering about, and it seems like it's heading Noel's way.
Lumbering?
And he's sleeping, right?
Sort of more of like a lumbering, but yeah, he's
sleeping. All right, so I walk back to the lean-to at a brisk pace, and I say, "Hey, are you awake?"
No, I don't want to go to that camp.
All right,
counselors.
All right, seeing that he's still very much asleep, I step outside and scan the horizon to see if I hear it again.
Very soon after, you hear the. That Dinosaurs is probably me.
Okay. All right. So I walk back inside, and I look around his person, and I go for his blowtorch.
Stop stealing my stuff!
That I see he has laying next to his body while he
I
sleeps.
need to wake up. Wake up, Andy.
So you're gonna take this blowtorch?
I'm gonna take his blowtorch. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Remember, like he
Using my pickpocket skill.
like common sense does dictate when he wakes up. Like, where
He'll
the fuck
see
is my
the-
blowtorch?
Yeah.
Also, where's the?
Where's my first aid kit and my blowtorch?
Yeah, but
But he's not awake yet.
yeah, no, he's not awake yet. But yeah. So what do you do in response in like kind of a like the ever looming?
He mawed, so I feel like everything's okay right now.
I mean, yeah.
It's just the normal sound that brontosaurus make. I haven't really been accustomed to it, this being my first time on the moon, but it seems normal. Seems like I saw in the pictures, in the moving picture shows that they have in this future theater.
Oh, you mean movies that have been around for centuries?
He said, asleep.
So
Give me my blowtorch back.
I'll give you something else than blurries.
Torched.
Anyway, so let's see. So yeah, again, the brontosaurus kind of lumbers by. You finally wake up after your several hour nap.
His long siesta, yeah.
Yes, the long siesta.
Oh wow, what a refreshing siesta. Anything interesting happen during my siesta?
He looks over at my cot, but I'm not there, and neither is any of my or his belongings, beside his dog and his machete, which he had kept on his belt.
So, I'm out here by myself. I guess I'll just keep going to the facility.
You know it is south. So I guess you begin heading southbound.
As soon as he exits the tent, I point the blowtorch at his face and I say, "Give me that machete."
I punch him mightily.
Yeah, no, you do have mighty.
Cunningly, I see the punch coming and dodge out of the way. I backwards roll, like in Dark Souls.
Good with the Dark Soul.
That's a callback joke that doesn't matter to the internet, so keep moving on past it. Tony, what happens?
So,
You gotta save us from ourselves.
No, I'm gonna. So, aside from the two of you, take two more, two excessive stress, just from the general
Both of us.
back and forth. Yeah, the
Alright.
back and forth of y'all's, boyish charms.
We're gonna kill each other out here.
Or maybe make out.
This,
If the dinosaurs don't kill us first, give me your fucking machete.
Speaking of, whenever you mention if the dinosaurs don't first,
Oh,
all
that's
of a
good
sudden-
timing.
All of a sudden, a velociraptor pops out of the
Clever girl!
left field. Now, a velociraptor popped out of left field. It's
I'm on the right side.
so like it hasn't hopped on you or anything. So it's kind of like a freeze frame kind of thing. So this encounter, I'll let y'all narrate it accordingly, but it's going to be 10 wounds total for y'all to distribute. Now, you can narrate, your abilities, your items, and, or you can just general negotiation. I was like, yeah, I'll take 3 of those, and, like, in exchange
How do we
for
know
this
that
thing.
it's going to wound us 10 times already?
It's just part of the mechanics. But yeah, so your goal is to try to make this number go lower.
Yeah.
So, why should I make this number go lower?
I have a aluminum machete, and I'm just built for this.
What about your
so
attack
I've
dog?
trained to fight dinosaurs.
Yeah, no, totally. So don't necessarily have to narrate it, but just kind of again, convince me why this number should go lower. So yeah, you're mighty. You have your machete. you're a trailblazer. You're kind of made
I'm
for
good
this.
to go.
So it would make sense.
And I'm pissed because my blowtorch was stolen.
Right, and you got your dog too.
Speaking of the blowtorch, I come out of my role holding the blowtorch up facing the Velociraptor, and in the other hand, I'm like fumbling and then finally grab because it takes a minute because I just was like all dizzy and stuff. And I haven't trained for this. I get that. I haven't. But I have a blowtorch, and I do have a very strong dart gun that is now properly loaded, after a little bit more finagling. But you said he's out there. He's not right up on us right yet. So I have a little bit of time to get my bullets ready. And properly loaded with the deadly poison that I mentioned earlier that will drop that Velociraptor dead in its tracks. But I also know how Velociraptors work because I am cunning. And while I keep my blowtorch focused on that Velociraptor, I use my dart gun and I scan this side and I scan that side and perhaps behind me for more Velociraptors.
Somebody put a lot of money in
I sure did. Yeah.
So yeah, no. So once again, y'all decrease this threat from a 10 to a 6 because again y'all are both very prepared for this. Like this is why you're in training.
Now, this wound damage, will this go towards our stress?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So whatever that equals out will go toward our 20. All right.
Then y'all can distribute this. But yeah, so y'all, so y'all have, just sort of narrated this a little bit. If you want, we can leave it at this, and we'll, just sort of narrate the pseudo combat that happens.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all are accepting of that. So again, y'all can distribute the 6 as much as you want. Like one of you can take 2, one of you can take 4.
I'll
You
take
both
4.
Take 3.
I'll take 4.
Okay.
It's okay.
You did
Go
steal
ahead.
a lot of the stuff.
You did take a lot of my stuff. So it's like I see the raptor.
You know what? Actually, you know
kind of
what?
clawing
No,
at
you know
you,
what? You
and
know
it's
what?
just
You
like,
know what?
man.
I'll take all of it. I don't feel bad.
You're gonna take all 6.
I'm going to take all 6 damage. I jump in front of Eric and take the wrath of the Velociraptor.
So you're gonna jump in front.
Well. Okay. When I looked both ways, did I see more Velociraptors? You didn't tell me.
Oh yeah, no, there is definitely 2.
There's 2 more. And do those factor into the 6 damage, or are each of those going to have another damage that we're going to have to roll through?
No, they factor into 6.
They factor into that 6. Okay. So
yeah, narrate this heroicness that you're about to do. To
Correct.
take all 6 of these stress points.
all right. So So immediately when I see one on the right hand side of me with the dart gun, I fire and he drops. The first one rushes me, I suppose, because he's already in play. And so I let loose with the blowtorch, which sets for the stream of napalm that just kind of coats his face and his upper body, and he screams and starts kind of moving around in a circle, slashing his claws and his arms and his tail wildly, which is what knocks me on my back and gets some napalm and claw marks all over my chest. But then the other one, hearing that blood curdling screech, runs off into the woods. And then this one, falls dead next to me, and I pat the flames out, but take the damage.
Okay.
But fortunately, I reach into my back pocket and pull out a first aid kit.
You can.
I pat myself down. Hey.
And I would like to heal my burns and my claw marks with my first aid kit.
You can heal 2 of said.
Okay, so I'll take a total of 4.
Yeah.
All right.
So unfortunately, you used most of that first aid kit. So there's straggling pieces left, but not a lot of gauze, maybe some bandages.
Toss it to Eric. Here you go, buddy. Thanks for the help.
Hey, no problem.
He said coolly and cunningly, standing up and dusting himself off over the corpses of 2 Velociraptors.
Like a jailer.
Like a jailer does, while the mighty trailblazer huddled behind me. He sighed.
I want to punch him again.
I mean,
It hits.
you give
I
him
don't even see it coming. He falls flat to the ground, and like the dust goes out, and the big smoke, and you can hear the air go out of his lungs like a.
You deserve a nap.
He does. I mean,
I slept well that day.
So you spend the next, the next couple hours kind of,
Standing over my corpse.
standing there, of course, looking at him, plotting his death.
I should kill him now, but I can't yet.
Yeah, that's a violation of my contract. I really like this job.
But Buzz the Husky, he's keeping you calm. He's keeping you
Good boy.
calm.
See, this is why I brought a dog.
That's good.
I should take his stress off just because of the dog.
I
I should
mean,
get stressed because he punched me.
You should get stressed because you got punched.
I
was in elation. I didn't care.
I'll give you one stress for
dog therapy.
for the dog therapy.
There you go.
So after
Give me
y'all
more stress. Just watch it happen.
after y'all have gotten your rest in,
Yeah.
the
I wake up with a headache.
You're a real hostile dude, Richard. You need to align your chakras.
This is why you're not getting the blowtorch back. It's because of stupid bullshit like that. Someone who talks like that doesn't deserve to wield one of these. And I shoot off some flames into the corner just to prove that it's badass and you don't deserve it.
You'll begin heading southbound once again, begrudgingly together,
Yeah.
but together.
Yeah.
Because again, strength in numbers. Because had it just been one of you, those Velociraptors would have just tore you to fucking shreds. So,
I always have the thought in the back of my head that if nothing else, I can slit his Achilles tendons and just run like hell.
fair.
Yeah.
With the blowtorch.
Yeah. Well, not with the blowtorch, but I think I got a pocket knife in this evidence box from my ex-con somewhere.
We can't harm each other.
Who said?
We're both.
I'm not saying that I'm gonna. I'm just saying that if it's down to you, I'm just saying that if it's down to you or me, I will sacrifice you to save me. That's all I'm saying.
Because that's cunning.
It's not that it's cunning; it's that it's smart.
Because it's underhanded. And it's smart.
Jailery.
His name is Andy Cunning. I mean, Richard
Cunning.
Richard Cunning.
That's not my name. I'll get the Ting Tings here to prove it to
He
you.
steals everything. His name is Dick Grabber.
It's the best name. Best name.
My name is Graham. Moving on.
Moving on. So I guess let's act to it.